in our many different ways that we greet each other. Hotel.
Mafia.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace. What's up?
What's happening?
So we got a lot of ways we greet each other.
Right on.
I have the esteemed pleasure and the honor this afternoon to introduce a young man that has been on the scene for a while. But we are so grateful by the supreme energy that he is here in South Alabama. As we would say, he's a lion, a Leo. He is no other than Dr. Umar Abdullah Johnson.
Okay, then. All right.
We got a couple of things, so bear with me just a second. I have something that I wanted to make sure. It's a surprise.
So-called African-American boys in one of the New Jersey State mental health treatment facilities. So I'll be done on September 1st, finish up my dissertation, I'll get that doctorate. I also have a principal certificate, so I'm planning on opening up a private school for black boys, which will ultimately be extended for girls as well. The Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Pan-African High School. I am a Garveyite, I make no qualms about it. Every meeting in America from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad on down, they're also Garveyite. Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. You should have a copy of it. My one is you read it to your parents who work with children. This is the Bible of psychology and psychiatry. Anything you diagnose comes out of this book. The DSM-4CR, sexual vision, the silver or blue letter. The interesting thing about this book is the background is the picture. Because the American Psychiatric Association in 1844 with a picture of Benjamin Rush. Benjamin Rush was one of the founders of the Declaration of Independence. He was also dean of the medical school at Pennsylvania Hospital. But more importantly, he was a psychiatrist who used to diagnose enslaved Africans with a mental disorder, called nigritude. Nigritude was a mental disorder that rendered the brain of the African totally unusual. The key symptom of nigritude, according to Benjamin Rush, was the turning of the skin black. He was actually the father of American segregation because he said that blacks had to be separated from whites because the whites wanted to be black skin when they kept nigritude and just was their brain to live in
Without further ado, I am going to bring to the podium a nationally certified school psychologist who practiced privately throughout Pennsylvania and lectures throughout the country. Umar is a blood relative of Frederick Douglass, the great black abolitionist and orator. As a school psychologist, Umar evaluates children ages 3 to 21 in an effort to determine if they have educational disabilities and a need for special education services. Umar is considered a national expert on learning disabilities and their effects on black children, as well as an expert on helping schools and parents modify challenging behaviors that can ultimately lead to a disruptive behavior disorder diagnosed in black boys. Without ado, my friend, my confidant, my Leo, my lion, the spirit in the flesh of Garvey, Dr. Khalid, Nat Turner, and Frederick Douglass. Stand, please, and welcome Dr. Umar Abdullah Johnson.
All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right. It's an honor to be here in Alabama. This is my first time speaking in Alabama.
All right.
I've only been through the state once before, several years ago, helping a friend get back to their military base. So we got an opportunity to go through Tuskegee and pay respects to the graves of Booker T. Washington and, of course, the good Dr. George Washington Carver. You all living here in Alabama, I would hope, have read Booker T. Washington's Up From Slavery. If you haven't, you need to. And all of our children need to read it as well. It was that book that motivated the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey to become a race leader. Marcus Garvey read that book on his way back from England, visiting his sister, heading back home to Jamaica. And he said after reading Booker T. Washington's Up From Slavery, it dawned on him that his responsibility to be a race leader was actually put forth before him in that book. It was from Booker T. Washington that Marcus Garvey learned his philosophy of self-reliance. Booker T. Washington's story for me is one of the greatest examples of African do for self. He was born into slavery, walked to Hampton Institute. Upon graduating from Hampton, the white principal got a phone call from Tuskegee, Alabama, saying that the black people in Tuskegee needed someone to come down and teach them how to make a living. So Booker T accepted the job and headed for Tuskegee, Alabama from Hampton. When he got to Tuskegee, there was no school. So he had to use a half-finished garage, and then I think a birdhouse, and then later an abandoned church or something to that extent. So when the first group of students came to Tuskegee, They said, Dr. Washington, where is our laboratories? Where's the restroom? Where's the kitchen? Where's the science lab? And Booker T looked at them and emphatically said, you're standing on top of it. And he made them roll their sleeves up. And it was the students of Tuskegee Institute and Normal School that built their own buildings, cooked their own food, made their own clothing, fired their own bricks. In fact, Tuskegee students became so well known for their bricking that the white construction builders of Alabama would come and buy bricks from Tuskegee students instead of from the professional brick making companies. Booker T then said, I need a science teacher. He heard of a black man, first black person to get a doctorate degree in agricultural science from Iowa State University, or University of Iowa. Booker T went to visit George Washington Carver, who at the time was being recruited by white companies to come and work for them because his mastery of science and agriculture was needed for them to grow their corporations. So he was being offered hundreds of thousands of dollars, which would be the equivalent of millions today, to go and help white people get richer. He turned it all down. It took the long train ride from Iowa to Tuskegee.